Yeah, I did on purpose to make it look like a graduation thumbnail. I just wanted to mess with you guys. Hello! I mean, sorry, hello. It's an ASMR whatever today, so I gotta change to figure out what we're doing, unfortunately. Hi! We need to talk off thumbnail you. And I was YouTube raptor. I will get one. I have one, I just don't use it, which I need to, but you know, it's a separate issue. Yeah, I know yeah, it's still high. Okay, no, it's minimal now. Alright, hello! Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into this quick. Actually, no, I'll give it like a... When did I only post those things like 2 minutes, if that ago, did I? Didn't I? Dinner. I know, like 1 minute ago. I'll give it a couple of minutes and I'm just gonna throw out to what people want. Like, do we want the ASMR study or do we want the ASMR rambling? Because technically we've already done the ASMR rambling, which I forgot about. But we could also just do like the ASMR studying stuff, which it will... The way that will work will be, it's like, you know that study method, 30 minutes on task, 10 minutes relaxing or whatever it is. Let me check how the method works again, 1 second. 30 minutes studying, 10 minutes not... What was it? Yeah, the Pomodoro technique. which is literally just a tomato. Hey, so I got something fun to tell you. I wound up waking up with a portion of the opening theme to Twister Wonderland stuck in my head. Good. Get indoctrinated. Get indoctrinated. Can I call you mommy? You know, I don't think the term applies to me, but sure, if that's what you want, go ahead. I will not judge thee for whatever thee may be thingying. It was a typo. It's okay. It's okay. Let me welcome people in just while we wait for another couple minutes. Welcome in, Zero. Congrats on first message. Hi, Duello. Hi, Adam Fawn. Hi, MJ. Hi, Papa Frank. Hi, Koi Bells. Hi, Toman Roam. Sorry, I said that with like a weird accent. Let's see. Hi, Vidmiss. Hello, Mom Tally. I mean, you guys have been calling me Fish Milf in the Discord, so I can't exactly get too... I don't even know if it's not even like upset, it's just like... Oh, bye, MJ. Bye. Hi, Cyclone of Chaos. Hello. I'm gonna listen to this while studying. Oh, fair enough. This is probably gonna end up being a... Okay. We have like 20 seconds left and I'm gonna throw it out. What's up, radio? Hi. How you doing? I just realized my mic is really high up. It's like up to my eyes. I didn't notice because I was looking in the other direction. I'm listening while building Lego. Ooh, fun! Alright, 2, 1. We are at 8 minutes now. Just letting you know, I renewed my membership. Oh, thank you. I will just change that on the goal. Well, we're starting off with 5 push-ups. Well, so, okay. Just while changing it now because Zero renewed their membership. So, okay. Okay, so obviously right now we're between ASMR rambling or ASMR rambling or ASMR studying group kind of thing. Where I'm going to be doing the Pomodoro technique, which is 30 minutes studying, 10 minutes of relaxing, chatting. I will be setting alarms on my PC, so you guys will be able to hear them as well. I'll make sure it's like nice soft sound, so you're not going to be like, ugh. because it is meant to be like an ASMR type thing, and I will be keeping my thing on so I can just be like, you guys can hear that. Sit-ups, yeah, sit-ups, because every membership I have to do 5 sit-ups. But yeah, so if you want the ASMR study Pomodoro technique thing, type 1 in chat, and if you want the ASMR rambling stream, type 2. And while you guys type those numbers, I am going to do some sit-ups. Oh my gosh, my plushies are all over the floor. My room is a stage, Jesus Christ. By the way, the study thing can also just be used as like a work thing. It's just something to help you keep your attention span going. I did it a bit myself, but I did it in a longer format back when I was a student. I would do like 1 hour of studying, then like, what was it, 20 minutes? I think I just doubled up. Why is there a number next to my name? It means that you're my number 3 top fan of this stream. Did I pay you on accident? I don't know. I don't see the payment. I mean, to be fair, you are tied with 1 through 6. All have 75 XP. I think it's just, I don't know why you were chosen for number 3 radio, but enjoy. But yeah, if you if you want the studying stream, studying / work / trying out the Pomodoro technique with a cute girl talking in your ear stream, type 1. And if you want ASMR rambling stream, which is just gonna be me, and I talking about recent streams, talking about like just daily shit, I suppose. Excuse the poor language. Yeah, type 2. And I will now do the 5 sit-ups. Wait, ready? Here we go. Get the headphones on right. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I hit the mic. 4. And 5. Oh, I just had dinner that made my tummy hurt. Oh, my tummy hurt. Ugh. I do have to say though, out of all the like body only exercising things, I will say that I think sit-ups are my favourite because they are just the easiest to do. For me. No, I'm your number 1 fan, my dude. Well, you gotta win the number 1 spot. Mr. Anon Fawn is taking that right now. When's the next fan content stream? I'm excited. I'm going to wait a little bit. Because a big portion of those are either Staljo's fanfictions or what's the word? Matt Pam's like KCC videos. I kind of prefer you suffering with push-ups. I knew you did. I'm gonna make a fanfic. Go on, do it. Do it, make a fanfic. I wanna see. I wanna read it. Like, lag it. Think Nat should play DDLC for one of her streams. Maybe we'll see one day. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it again because people started yelling at me for other things. For the next few messages, please only about what today's stream content should be. Please type either 1 in chat for the ASMR study session, or type 2 for the ASMR rambling. That's it. Hi, Dollmaster. 2, 2. 2 maybe? Fair enough. Alrighty. If you have already typed it on, so just retype it. If you in this new section, please. Never been a big study fan, maybe that's why I'm unemployed. 2, how about 1? Ever the contrarian. I was supposed to start writing an essay, however, 2. I suppose you can still technically write with me yapping in your ear. Let's see. Alright, people are saying 2, you guys want the rambling. I have not prepared anything for a rambling stream, but whatever. Let's see. YouTube Studio, I'm just gonna change the thumbnail and everything. Contento. We are content with our content, are we? Who knows? Guys, what would be a good title for today's stream? What would you say would be a good title for a yapping stream? I'm an ASMR yapping. Oh yeah, I got an idea. Let's see. I'll do the study one another time. Volleyball court. God, I can't play games like GTA or Doom. They are way outside my realm of anything. Ooh. Yapping with the YouTube gang. Obnoxious amount of emojis. Let's see. Well, I have words in my head. That was it. Do you guys still want the background on while I'm doing this, or would you rather just be silent, just be me talking? I thought because of audience. I am surprised so many of you actually like that kind of games. Not that they're bad or anything, and obviously they're popular for a reason, but I've never really, I don't know, because obviously I'm not a fan of that, and it's meant to be like, oh, chat reflects the streamer, but obviously in this situation they don't. New stream, hi Just Be, welcome in. No anon, no face reveals. Actually, on second thought, I'm just gonna turn the BGM off. It's distracting me a bit as well. Alright, the BGM is off. So you get to deal with just my lovely vocals. I bet you're so happy about that. Personally, I'm not really a GTA or Doom fan either, though I get the appeal. What do you mean we are literally mirror reflection of you? Yes, I'm just staring in a mirror talking to myself. That's totally how the stream works. Let's see, what do I have around to make some noise with my hands? Ah! We have the chains! The chains. Remember, chat happiness is temporary, but doom is eternal. Actually, there's something else I want to try out because I've been doing it to myself. So I recently got a pair of dangly earrings, and they're the kind that have some space in them, like holes. They're just big, really. It's like kind of like a hoop, but it's got some decoration on it. I just wanted to see how the back is a bit, what's the word? I like how when I've gone into my softer voice, I've suddenly turned posh. But yeah, the back is a bit bumpy, so I don't know how well this is turning up or sound, how well this is, how audible this is, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I thought I'd try it because I've been doing it myself. Oh, crab nuggets. I've been trying it myself in my personal time because just what it's from my ear, and I'm just like, oh, let me tap. I've been tapping the front as well. Can you do posh London accent? No. This is my posh voice, so if this doesn't sound like the posh Londoner accent you have in your head, then probably not. Queen Victoria in it, mate. Boom, 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 chain coffin. I mean, you doing alright in there? How's the afterlife? Chained up in that coffin of yours? Is it nice and comfy in there? I can break you out if you want, darling. I can claw my way in. Can you tell I've become a little bit obsessed with traditional triggers recently? Like, I watch either, in my spare time, I will listen to either yandere or just general roleplay ASMR, though typically on the possessive side, just because, well, I do it. It's the kind of thing where you're like, oh, you work in the same industry, cool, let me check out your socials, that kind of thing. But then I've mentioned her before, I think, Josie B, and there's another one called Michaela, and there's another one who I found somewhat recently, but I don't remember her name. You'll know her if you see her. She has something called cheese, like a little woven rat, which she rubs against the mic, and she has Carl, which is like this little poppet caterpillar thing. And she has one other one. I remember Pablito, she had the sword Pablito, but I only saw a video of that yesterday. Recently I've been getting very much back into, I got into them a little bit, and then my interest in it wavered, and now it's back again. You know, the cycle of hyperfixations. You have a soothing laugh? I'm glad. My laugh was once compared to a dolphin, so I am glad it is soothing to you instead of, I don't know, grating on the ears. What's your opinion on Birmingham? Well, apparently that's where Mithria is located, so I guess I tolerate it. What is Nat even rambling about? Hi, Dank. Whatever comes to mind, really. If you guys want to throw a topic out there and ask my opinion on it, provided it's within my rules and YouTube's guidelines, throw it at me. I will let you know. But right now it's just whatever comes into the brain, which currently primarily is Twisted Wonderland, but I'm trying to restrain myself. I've been going on a massive dive on it, and I am still on a massive dive on it. I was playing the game in the time I was taking to set it up. I just got here. What's happening? Hi, Xavier. I'm currently tossing chains in my hand while talking in a soft, posh voice, because apparently I can't talk soft without talking posh. Your Greg's favourite pastry? The sausage rolls. Is that any question at all? Also, hi, Scrungle. Big Tesco stream when? Oh, sorry. Sorry. That will happen when Tesco sponsors me. So if you would like to see me stream in a giant Tesco, go around, check out the crockery, the very weird makeup aisle, and which is some reason right next to the baby aisle, as far as I'm aware. Or I don't know. Some of them have a cafe, don't they, these days? Or like they have their own Tesco mobile service these days, don't they? If you want me to go around check out those things, ask Tesco to sponsor me, I guess. What's your favourite character in Ben 10? Ooh, oh, that's a good question. I will be honest with you, I haven't watched Ben 10 in a while. The one that I knew it's the one that most people know. It's the one where they're all teenagers. You know, Ben's got that like green outer jacket with the white stripe. I think it's a white stripe. You got Gwen with the short hair and the blue top, and then that emo guy whose name I forget. There was one, I think it was the cosmic looking one. There was one alien that I always was obsessed with. So, I suppose that one? POV, me on my way to local Tesco. First day in the life vlog, me on the way to Tesco. Alien X, yes, that one, that's the one that I liked. I thought he was cool. Kevin. Yes, Kevin's the emo guy, wasn't he? Yeah, I like Kevin as well. Weirdly enough, even though they were pushing the relationship in the anime, not the anime, the cartoon, I never really got behind Gwen and Kevin, even when I think they were pushing it. Because little me was like, oh cool, this group of like three friends just going around beating up aliens, so cool. And then all of a sudden they seemed to push the two romantically for me, and I was like, that is weird. I'll admit, for one point I thought that Gwen and Ben were going to get together, because I didn't realise they were cousins. But then they said they were cousins, and I was like, oh, I guess they're not doing that then. Favourite Lego theme? As in a Lego building set, or like a movie, or... because there is answers to both. We also got Michael Morningstar, but he's not emo enough to match Kevin. It wasn't in Alabama, no. Actually, I think one of them was from Alabama, weren't they? I don't remember. Have you watched the heartbreaking series Arcane? I have. I want Jinx to come back, but at the same time I don't want her to. Sorry, major spoilers there. Oh, I would be interested in seeing her return, but in the sense of that it would be background, like little hints like, oh, she's been here, or oh, characters there who's mentioned a blue-haired individual, or something like that. Lego themes like Lego City or whatever. I like the Lego Rescue line. I think to be fair, I think that was part of the Lego City one, but I like the one where it was the fire engine one for some reason. I always remember that advert whenever people talk about Lego sets. I'm always like, oh yeah, they had that one with the fire truck, didn't they? You fixed the delay, did it get fixed? I'm not sure. What is your opinion on the new Dispatch game? I don't play Dispatch, so I cannot give an opinion, I'm afraid. Jinx ain't coming back after the season end. You never know. There are plenty of theories, plenty of possibilities. When I put to my head, I think I owe you an apology. I know I'm always praising you and say I love your voice, but in truth, first time I heard you, I wasn't impressed. Obviously, that changed. It's alright. I'm still having my own sort of... how do I phrase this? Everybody is constantly improving. And even now, when I compare myself to other ASMRists out there, especially like bigger ones, I can hear the difference between my performance and theirs. So I don't really take offense to it because, well, I know that I'm not the best out there, nor am I going to be the best for a long while if I am lucky enough to continue doing this for years to come, which I really hope I am. see. No dispatch spoilers, I beg, I'm waiting for it to come out on Xbox. A man has fallen down in a river in Lego City. A man has fallen for a man in Lego City. They won't be able to. It's going out on Xbox, they have publisher issues. Thank you, Papa Frank. I do think I'm good at what I do, to a degree. Well, not to a degree. I think I am good at what I do. I do take pride in my work. There will be times where I publish an ASMR and I'm thinking in my head, oh god, this one is absolutely awful, why did I bother putting it out? But overall, I do quite like what I do. I mean in the sense that I understand that even if I'm good at what I do right now, I have room to become better. I mean, everyone does, but you know. To me, you are the second best ever. Who's first? I'd like to know. To me, Nat, you're the best. Where's this praise coming from? Thank you, KB, for the praise. I take it, but I am surprised. I would have thought you'd tease me and say like, nah, you're not the best. I haven't seen the TV series for Ninjago, but I did watch the movie, and me and my roommates are constantly quoting the Lloyd scene. And it's Lloyd, Dad. No, LLOYD. I named you. Comfy is the best. Is that a he or a she? I will check them out. Or are they? We will not have a self-conscious Natalia tonight. I don't consider it a self-conscious thing. It's more of just a thing, really. It's just as I am. I don't think people should be ashamed to recognize that there's someone above you, because I had that realization in secondary school, which I think I've mentioned before. I used to do musical theatre and choir when I was in secondary school. Which if you're American, that's like middle/high school. It encompasses both, basically, I think. And so when I was in secondary school, like I said, I was in choir. This is specifically a choir story. I realized as I was going through it, when I was in primary school, the choir teacher quite liked me, and I was one of the few students in the school that was passionate about music, and specifically about singing. Hence why I hold myself to such a high standard when I sing. And so I was constantly getting little solo parts here and there. I was constantly getting praised. So in my head, I was a very competent singer, or at least for my age. And then I got to secondary school, I joined the choir, and I was like, oh, meeting these kids from other... Because as you get older, you get more... you manage to pursue your interest more solidly. And so all the kids in the choir group were... Well, half of them were just there, so they had a club down on their thing. But the other half were really passionate about singing. They were taking the time to go to singing lessons. They were... constantly doing vocal training, just everything really you can possibly do. And they were like doing outside activities that were also about singing. And don't get me wrong, I was doing musical theatre outside of school, not in like a professional degree, just as a like a club degree. But yes, meeting those people and seeing them be as bright, if not brighter, than I was when we were performing, just sort of put things in perspective to me that, oh, I'm not really as good as I thought I was. And that, it made me sad for a bit, and it did mess me up in the head a bit. But overall, it made me sort of appreciate, like, well, it's good that I'm not at the top, because that means that I have more lengths to go. It means I can explore my interests a lot more, and I can one day feel proud of myself because I've reached the level that I see these people are reaching. So that's why I don't necessarily see people saying, like, oh yeah, I'm not as skilled as others, as a bad thing. As long as they're aware that's not a negative thing, it just means that there's more room for positive accomplishments in the future. Sorry, that was a bit... I know this is a rambling stream, but that was a bit of a rant. Wait, musical? Heather's musical? No, I never did Heather's. I did stuff like the Aladdin one, the Aladdin West End one. Again, this was clubs, not professional capacity, so you won't find me on any billboards or anything, but yeah, live hit like Truckun. It very much did. Rants are rambling too. Thank you. To be all alone on the echelon of the top, what a burden to carry. Exactly. I'm happy being a few steps below. There's still enough light for me where I stand. My ass is getting jumped if it ever slips out. What? Wait, we have an Among Us as a goal again. Hi, placeholder. I mean, people asked for it, so I just put it on. Personally, I love the Yandere Masochist one the most. Love the amount of story play on it, and personally, kinda OP. I do want to continue the Yandere Masochist one. I'm just sort of not stumped on what to do next, but it's more of if I do it in the direction I'm thinking of, it feels a bit normal for who Yandere Masochist is as a person. And also, I feel like if I take it in the direction that I have in my head, I'm going to write myself into a corner where it will be very difficult to get myself out if I want to do a part 4. Does that make you a theatre kid? Yes. You sound tired? I'm trying to do a stereotypical ASMR voice today. I'm trying to dip my toes into more traditional things. I don't think I'll ever do any videos that are traditional ASMR, but on stream, I have the leg room to work around it. You did fix the delay, bro. Yeah, I finally figured it out. What's it? So, on output, there's the thing that lets you put the delay, and so I turned it down to 0. The delay was still there. No, I turned the delay thing off. The delay was still there. I turned it down to 0, and then turned it back off again, on and off, on different streams. It was still there. So then I was like, okay, this is frustrating. I'm just going to, suffer through it for a couple things. But then obviously it was getting so much of a hassle that I was like, fine, I'll look through the advanced settings, see if there's anything there. And lo and behold, there was a separate stream delay tag in advanced settings for some reason, which overrode the ones in output. So I turned that one off. And voila. Delay chan hella crazy. Wow, great job. Thank you, KB. If you're a theatre kid, would you be mad if I said I slept through the entire Lion King musical in London? How did you sleep through the Lion King? It was incredible. The puppetry. The vocals. Literally everything was amazing. I will specifically highlight the puppets because, oh my gosh, those puppets were exquisite. Not only the puppetry itself, the people walking around on the stage, in the costumes they were wearing, they didn't even just bother, they didn't just throw them in some color-coded top and jeans. They actually bothered to give them the same kind of costumes that they were giving Simba and Mufasa and Nala. They actually bothered to make them look like they were still part of the environment, even though they were only being puppeteers. That was incredible attention to detail. And the puppetry was insane. Everything felt so lifelike. And the puppets themselves were, obviously they weren't lifelike, those were creative liberties, but creative liberties that really wove everything together. And again, the actual actors themselves were amazing. I will say one odd complaint I had there was one weird thing that they changed in the Broadway/West End version, where, you know how in Aladdin, Jafar is like, yes, marry me, Jasmine, so then I can become emperor, or sultan, sorry. For some reason, even so, in the live-action version of The Lion King, and I think in the original version as well, Mufasa wants to marry Simba's mother, because all the lionesses acquiesce to her. They see her as their leader, which, fair enough, she was married to the original king. But for some reason they changed it in the stage play to be Nala that he wants to marry. I don't remember why. I think because they changed it so Nala was the one who commanded a lot of respect with the lionesses, but it was very odd and just straight up weird, especially considering Scar was around when she was a child. He would have seen her playing with Simba. It was odd and weird, and it rubbed me the wrong way. I understand in Aladdin, Jafar likely would, unless Jafar very recently got into the role as royal vizier, which it's by the by. He still would have at some point. He may have also watched Jasmine grow up, but it's the fact that you see Scar with child Simba, and therefore at some point also no child Nala, which was really weird. Mufasa wants to marry Simba. No, not Simba. Nala. He wants to marry Nala. Not Simba. That would be another level of weird. You're the best. You're ASMR the best gang. Oh, thank you, Cora Noir. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Simba's the mother. No, Simba's mother. He wanted, in the original movie and the live action, he wanted to marry Simba's mother because she was in charge of the lionesses of the pack. Or the pride, even. God forbid Scar be the trick allegations. I don't like musicals as well, but I don't hate them. You loathe all musicals, Xavier? Oh, that's a shame. I personally really like musicals. My favorite at the moment is Beetlejuice. All you gotta do is say my name. I can't do his voice. Alex Brightman is incredible to be able to pull off that voice, but I cannot pull off that voice. Sorry. How long have you been making these ASMR? That's a good question. Let me check. Let's see. Well, let me go all the way to. Okay, let me put it on 50. And it won't let me go right to the end, so I'm just going to have to. It's like I know I've been doing it for a while. My stream anniversary is coming. I think I've been doing ASMR for 3 years at this point. There we go. What's it? My first ASMR was published 13th of February 2023. So yeah, next year on, so I've been doing this for about 2 years and 3/4, so nearly 3 years. That's an unk in ASMR. No, don't call me an ASMR unk. I don't feel like an ASMR unk. I don't not to sound self-deprecating, but I don't feel like I should be considered an ASMR unk. I don't feel like I'm at that level, if that makes sense. Unxalia, ASMR auntie that no. Tier list a stream idea. We did do that. Too many polos. Welcome in. Seeing Phantom of the Opera live in New York was one of the coolest musicals I've seen. I still haven't seen Phantom of the Opera. I need to. It is literally one of the most famous classics there is, but I still haven't seen it. Wait, Nat is fi? Yes, I am a fish. Ace a monk. Staljo, shut up. Shut up, you're gonna make me laugh too loud. I can't believe Staljo didn't turn up for tonight's ASMR stream. I can't believe it. This is insanity. I'm gonna have to cancel you, Staljo. Just gonna have to You can't be here anymore. I'm afraid you have to leave. Goodbye. See you on the other side. Tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. I don't know why I decided to go so low there. Are you like this in real life? What, my voice? No, I'm just... This voice in particular I'm putting on for stream. I think I'm basically the same in real life, personality-wise. Maybe not as... not as vocal, but... Damn, so it was bad I was writing the Batsu. Yes, how dare you write the Batsu. 8 days for monthly goals. Well, we have something coming up. We have... I didn't want to... I'm not showing the list exactly yet, but I can give you guys a small idea of what the stream... So... Oh, sorry, for those unaware, I will be having my stream anniversary next week on Sunday, because that will be the 30th, which is crazy to me that I've been doing this for a year, but you know, we thrive, we survive, we prosper. Sorry. So I can tell you some of the goals that have been, finalized. I did mention this at the beginning of when we were doing the, what is it called? The Twisted Wonderland reaction this week. Don't forget to hydrate and stretch once in a while. Don't support gamer posture. Never mind, I can't tell you because my laptop, which I was making on, died. Oh yeah. So did you guys hear this lovely piece of plastic? I want you to guess what this piece of plastic is. I would like you to guess exactly what this piece of plastic I have in my hands currently is. Fork? Unfortunately, not exactly. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. I don't know why I would have your tax records, but no, I'm afraid not. Cap of something? A thermometer cap. I was trying to get a piece of plastic, bro. I gave you a hint by the fact of what we were just talking about. Shaker, no. Piece of your mouse. The piece of is in the right territory, and the technology related bit is in the right territory. I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying my taxes. Piece to a laptop and to a laptop cord. Thank you, Zero. Zero has got it. So, you know the little hinge thing that protects, well, the little plastic thing that goes between your screen and your keyboard to protect the hinges? The thing that makes your laptop open and shut? I don't have a landline, I don't think. Maybe I have a landline? I'm not sure. I don't only ever use my personal phone. Why is it broke, Nat? I guess it's as good as mine. But yes, this is half of that little protection thingy for the hinges. You're hearing Fine, you don't get the fun story time. Suffer. Anyway, moving on. Today I will be indoctrinating you all into the cult of Twisted Wonderland, because that's what you deserve after all this nonsense. You are not allowed to complain. She can't afford hearing aids. I can't afford hearing IDs. Yes, guys, I can't afford an ID that says, that helps me hear. I would like to complain. Alright then, go ahead, complain. Can I just say I hate it when I'm right? Well. I'm happy you're right, because it means I don't have to go around in circles. Yes, oh my poor hearing IDs. Oh, I can't hear without my IDs. Oh, how am I going to live without my IDs? Oh, I'm suffering right now. I just can't stand it. Oh, Oh, I just my IDs. I just can't afford them. You know, my poor IDs. I can't pick them up from the DMV or I don't know whatever the American equivalent of like getting a passport or something is. I don't know. We carry the flames a hoax. Please trip and fall. No. I'm sitting down, I can't trip even if I wanted to. Me pulling out my hearing ID for the opposites. Please indoctrinate me a bit. One of these days I'll be able to speak. Please indoctrinate me. I have been quite intrigued by Twisted Wonderland, especially since starting to watch the anime. Right, what's it? Here's a way that I want to indoctrinate people. I want you all to say a Disney character and I will pull up their anime boy equivalent in the anime. Or in the game, I suppose. Because there's more characters in the game than in the anime. So, Please fall crazy. Keep me quiet. Joining what? Is it Nat's remote to call for you guys? I wanted to give you a fun story time about my laptop, which really was more complaining about the cruelty of fate. But I suppose if you're gonna be like this, I'm just gonna ignore you now. Princess Vanellope von Schweetz? Unfortunately not. Oh, Jack Skellington, however, yes. 1 second. One second, let me get... Let's see, where's an anime version? Where's a good picture of him? Which is one that is from the actual game, and I'm not just gonna pick up a random piece of fan art. There you go, this one looks good. I'm pretty sure this is normal art and not fan art. 1 second. What is image? Oh, it's that. Let's see, let me change it now to go on downloads. And here is Anime Boy Jack Skellington. Bask in his gothic glory. I think he's gothic. There are full body pictures of him, but I can't find them. Fun fact, if you take his head, typically his glasses are blacked out. So if you take his head and flip it upside down, his head is Jack Skellington's face. And by the way, if you were around for it, this is the character that the Twisted Wonderland character that everyone was comparing to Gojo. Does he look just like an e-boy VTuber? I'm crying. Crap, now I want to see that. Twisted Wonderland VTuber AU. The candle from Beauty and the Beast. Unfortunately, no twist for him. The only character that's twisted, or who has a character in Twisted Wonderland so far, is Gaston. They did do Jack justice. Yeah, Yana Toboso, the lady who's the mangaka for Black Butler, she is in charge of character design and the general plot. I think there is another person who is in charge of different aspects, but she is the main one. Show us Gaston. Alright, I'll show you Gaston, calm down. But yes, she is the one. She's designed all the characters, and she's what is the word? What is the word that I'm trying to say? Oh yeah, she is a massive fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so she is taking a lot of care with the characters. They just recently as well released a twisted character for Oogie Boogie. Let's see, where is Agnes? Where's the image thing I was using? See, how big is this gonna be? Oh, this is massive. 1 second. 1 second, Gaston is trying to fill up my entire screen, and I cannot have that. Ah, that's a bit too small now. I shrunk up too much. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Gaston! AKA Coach Vargas, the guy in charge of PE. Hear me out, he says he needs help paying his taxes. What do you say? I say, why are you paying taxes? You're dead. Now plug your Discord, we need more members. Alright. Is Jack Skellington also a useless bum like Gojo? No, actually. He devoted his entire life to spreading the holiday of Halloween around Twisted Wonderland. And he is now known as the king of Halloween in that world. So I want to say quite the opposite. How do I get the Discord plug? There's a man among men. Don't you know, can't you guess, as his friends and his 5 hangers on. There's just one guy in town who's got all of it down. And his name's G-A-S-T. I believe there's another T. It's just occurred to me that I'm illiterate, and I never really had to spell it out loud before. Gaston. Sorry. Sorry, I love that song so much. Disney, don't bug me, please. I beg, I beg, I beg. Let's see, I'm just gonna go into KB's tape. Sorry, KB, I'm gonna steal the link you sent me again. Copy. Loud. There we go, and then pin message. Hi, Cornmaker. Hello. That singing is just dopamine. I'm glad. Thank you. What's it? I don't sing often because, but you know, as I said earlier, I'm quite particular about singing, but I still do enjoy it from time to time. Thoughts on green beans? I mean, I don't think I've ever specifically eaten green beans before. I've had runner beans and they've made me want to throw up. I think it's because they're fuzzy or something, but I don't think I've specifically had green beans. Gaston fought in Wars for Kingdoms, that's why his military prowess is so polished and professional-like. Also toxic. Yeah, they emphasized that more in the live action, didn't they? They had him saying about how he's back from war now and he wants to settle down or something. Now, if Twisted Wonderland ever wanted to get my money, they'd make Twisted Wonderland versions of the Horned King from Black Cauldron and Fort from Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. Maybe one day. They've picked up a few smaller, lesser-known Disney properties, so maybe one day. If you ever want to do karaoke, you might be able to do so with Yuki. If you ever do it, that'd be nice. Also, I might be a jerk for saying it, but does Nat have the Jinwoo chin? What's the Jinwoo chin? What does that mean? The guy from Princess and the Frog is cool. Oh, Dr. Facilier? I can get him up. Let me see. I think he's the only one of the staff members so far that hasn't been given an official card. Crowley was given a card first, then it was Cruel, then Train, then Vargas, who was the Gaston that we just had, but yeah, Sam himself hasn't actually got a card yet. Here we go. There's a shot of him in the anime. And Agnes, you are getting overwritten again. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Boom. This is Dr. Facilier, and ironically is the youngest of the lot, which I feel like is a reference to how recent his movie is, but Oh, they have a character based off Maleficent already. They don't have Mother Gothel, even though they have already had a Rapunzel event, unfortunately. But the one based off Maleficent is actually the poster boy for the game. Back when it was announced, he was the one that was plastered on all of the announcement things. And also the one who tends to forget that this is not an Otome game, it is meant to be a Josei or something. And also the one that I hate for a certain event. It's like, why? Why could you not just... I pulled for you 199 times. I only needed one more pull to get a guarantee. Why could you not have come sooner? Did I piss you off somehow? Huh, Malleus? Huh? Huh? Should I have invited you somewhere? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted, Malleus? And into cuz I've been sub for a while. I haven't got a stream for some reason. I'm corner, I like race cars. I stream and do cancer research. DMs are open. Okay, thanks. Well, it's nice to see you in Corn. Thank you for joining stream. Crazy listen. Listen. Okay, I'm pulling up the card that I wanted to get of him. This is the basic art of it. Because if I show you the Groovy art, which is like the fully evolved state art, I will start crying. Okay? 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 We okay? We okay with that? We okay with that? We better be okay with that, because I'm gonna do it regardless. Let's see. Thumb, which is a really weird name for the file. Anywho, look at this. I'm letting it take over the screen. Give me 1 second. Look at this card. Look at this man. Look how majestic he looks. Look at the angle. Look at the glowing sky beside him. Look at the amazing stained glass art. This man is absolutely amazing. And his card was quite good meta-wise too at the time. I'm not sure if it is still now. To be fair, Twisted Wonderland, the meta isn't too like, it's not very buildy uppy, whatever the word is, the one that power creeping that they always complain about with Genshin. Twisted Wonderland doesn't really have that, so it's technically still a card. However, this absolute bitch of a man. This event was called Glow Mask, okay? It was based on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is why he looks all like Frenchy, Renaissance-y and all that. It's meant to be set in like a land based on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. He was one of the SSR characters for the thing. There were 3. There was Idiot Shroud, there was this all Action Grotto, and this bitch here, Malleus Draconius. I was so hyped for the event. I had been waiting on the English service for ages and ages and ages for this event to be translated into English, because I didn't know if they were going to do it randomly, I didn't know if they were going to do it by popularity demand, but they're just doing it chronologically, which I can respect. It's easier for everyone. However, this man, I had been saving for ages. I had been grinding up until 4 goddamn AM. Most nights, because the game resets at 4 AM my time. I had been waiting, pushing as much effort as I could into the game, because at the time it was all I had going for me, which is very sad, I know, but I was desperate. And so I see this man. I've been waiting years to have him in my clutches. I have been saving all my gems, the in-currency gems. I have been going to the shops. I had been buying those keys. I had been grinding those events, because it's annoying the account that I'm using doesn't allow me to spend money on the game because of regional issues, but I can't spend money on the game, so I have to rely on being able to grind in-game and do stuff in-game. I can't rely on IRL currency. I can't spend money in the game. I can't do that. I can't do that. It doesn't let me do that, so I have to rely on my own goddamn effort. And can I just say, having to rely on your own goddamn effort is so annoying. The event rolls around. I'm like, you know what? I think I'll just do a little poll on one of the earlier ones, so I can get the SR event characters. I'm gonna pull on Azul Ashen Grotto's banner, and then I'm just gonna pull on Uvu Shroud's one, so I can get the SR characters, because they're still limited time, but they're easier to get. I end up getting Azul. I don't get Idia. Malleus rolls around. I'm like, okay, I am getting you. I have enough to take me through. The pity system, by the way, this is when the pity system in the game changed. Originally, it was just very high rates for the SSR characters, but there was no guarantee you would get them. There was no guarantee like you do in Genshin. They changed it then. 100 pulls, you are guaranteed to get a character. 200 pulls, you are guaranteed to get the banner character. Tell me why. This man pushes me all the way up to, I think I pull like 150 times on his banner. I had saved up for 150 pulls. He does not come. Whether it's 10 pulls, single pulls, crying my eyes out pulls, he doesn't appear, he does not arrive, he does not care. He is looking at me on that little perch on top of that goddamn church, and he is smirking down at me condescendingly. He does not want me. He does not want me at all. And I'm like, and then the date rolls around for his banner to end. I'm crying my eyes out. But wait, there's a glimmer of hope. Turns out they've also implemented a new system, where you've pulled all the characters will return at the very end of the banner, just in case you didn't get the earlier ones. And so you can either get Azul, you can get Idia, or you can get Malleus again. And luckily, every time you pulled all the pulls you've done on each banner accumulate. So it pushes me up to about somewhere between 170 and 180. And I'm like, okay, I have an extra 7 to 10 days to actually pull him. I will be grinding my ass off to get him. I am grinding my ass off until 4 a.m. each day for that clock reset. I am happily being like, okay, there's another monthly reset. I can buy another discounted key set, because the pulling currency is keys. Pulling only currency is keys. I get all that. I get everything I possibly can to get this man. It is last day of the banner. It is 3:57. I have been doing my last temple, and I have done the last single pull, and then I'm like, wait, oh my god, there are some rhythm game elements that I have not played. There are some video game elements that I haven't done because there's like side games once you get to chapter 6. It's weird. I haven't completed those. I can complete those. I can get the key. I can get gems from that. I'm at 198. I'm at like 189 or something. I managed to get enough for that one. Oh no, I was 198. I get enough for one more single pull. I do that single pull. I get up to 199. He still doesn't come home, and I am watching that clock tick down, knowing I have exhausted all avenues of revenue to attempt to get this man. I have exhausted everything I can physically do without being able to spend money to get this man, and knowing I cannot just go into my purse and buy that one single, enough for one single pull on the banner, knowing I am physically incapable of doing that, and seeing that clock turn, the next update coming, and seeing him disappear before my eyes. I woke up a broken woman. I was a broken woman, I tell you. I ruined my sleep schedule for this. I was desperate to get him. this was one of the few cards at the time that was outside of my fave that I really wanted. This was the first time in the game that I had ever struggled so hard to get a card. I had poured my heart and soul into you, Glowmask Malleus, and you did not care. Fuck you, Malleus. Fuck you, and I hope you never get invited anywhere ever again. How are you still sane? I'd be absolutely fuming. That would imply I was sane to begin with. Absence makes the heart grow fonder type shit. My favorite character in the game is Deuce Spade, and then it's Apel Felmia, and then it's Lilia Van Rouge. There are sometimes there'll be cards that are outside my typical top 3 that I want, like Fairy, Gala, or Ortho is a big one that I unfortunately the event doesn't seem to be rerunning anytime soon, so I won't be getting him. And then unfortunately I missed the Rapunzel event, so I wasn't able to get the Rapunzel event Riddle. Those are cards, like, if a card is pretty, like stereotypically pretty, I do typically want it. That was born the unluckiest. That's the thing though, typically I'm not that unlucky. When it comes to characters I desperately want, like Glowmask Malleus, or even just recently Evernight. I understand I didn't have as much for Evernight, but when it comes to characters like those, I just seem to run out of luck. All my luck exhausts just dry up. I am left starving, parched on the rivers of a bank where the fruit tree growing above me, but when I reach down, the water level drops. When I reach up, the branches sift out of the way. I am in Hades! I am in Hades! Very poetic. I'm just quoting one dude's punishment in the Greek mythology. It's not that poetic. Limbo to be specific. What do you mean you're in Hades? It was the colloquial it's a colloquial way of saying the underworld, okay? I don't mean I'm inside of Hades. I'm not inside of Idia Shroud. Dread hi, hello. Hello, sorry. Look, one day I'll get him. It won't be any day soon, because I don't think the event is gonna rerun for a while, unfortunately. But you know, maybe one day, maybe one day they'll do a thing where it's like, oh, you can pull any card of Malleus in one turn, and I'll be like, oh yes, let me get on that Glowmask shit. Let me get on that, because they have a thing where there's a thing in the game called memory tokens where you can go, if you accumulate enough, you can buy characters from previous events that you've missed, or like dupes of those characters, but I don't think it involves, give me a second, let me check. It doesn't involve banner characters. I should know PNG's eyes so blue. I mean, they're all meant to be this blue. My hair's meant to be like a duller blue, and then my eyes are meant to be like a brighter blue, because I don't know, my mama designed me this way. But you know, it's by the by. I like it. 1 second. Okay, memory shop, that's it. Memory shops. Yeah, you can't buy the banner characters, unfortunately. But then also, one thing that's really annoying is that, what is it? One thing that is really annoying is that very, very recently they've stopped doing. So the game has this thing called vignettes, which are like little stories that come with the cards, just to like celebrate, just so you have extra content, an extra reason to pull the cards, or to try to grind to get the cards. But unfortunately recently, they stopped doing, at one point they stopped doing it for R cards, like the lowest rarity cards. And then, or like the free ones you would get with an event. But then they started doing it for the SR cards that you would get through the event. And sometimes even if you pulled the cards, they wouldn't give you any vignettes with it. I think they even did that for a bit with a line of SSR cards where it's like you were just pulling specifically to get the outfit and the voice lines that came with the outfit rather than any of the stories, which kind of sucks in my opinion, because like I get it's easier for them, it's less strenuous work and easier for them to push out like high quality cards by not, what's the word, what is the word I'm thinking of, by not having to put that much money into them on the writing side. But at the same time, it's like I get the cards because I want to see like extra content of my faves. Like, obviously I still put them in my like home screen and stuff, but because this is a visual novel, so you can only put them in your home screen or use them in battle, but that's like very rare. But it's just annoying. Does an ant have human ears or fish ears or bird ears? You guys can see my ears. It's my wings. I feel like I've said this before. The wings on my head are my ears. It's like seals. I have little holes in the side of my head, and then the wings are like covering them, so it's the sound gets channeled inside, and that's how I hear. How on earth do you listen through wings? How do you hear with wings? Listen, I didn't I didn't design my biology. Fate did. If it works, it works. Okay, I don't understand it myself. I am literally one of two of a kind. You think I am in any place to be able to understand myself when none like me have ever existed before? The wings are like axolotl gills in the yeah, basically. That's not they're useful. Well, that's how they're useful for me, okay? Get off my back. So like an owl. Do you sense through vibration? Not with my siren side, because the bird-looking side of me is my siren side. But when I'm underwater and I'm specifically trying to use more of my mermaid traits, I can sense things through vibrations. A bit like dolphins, but it's less hearing and more just sensing where things are. It's like how I can tell there's a ship approaching because I can feel the ripples in the water. Can you also sense electromagnetism? Are you like a shark? No, I cannot sense electromagnetism. I can only feel vibrations easier in the water. No, you cannot use me as an earthquake detector. Are your feathers waterproof like penguins? Unfortunately not. They can get soaked very easily. It's why I'm glad I can switch between... So I have my true form, which is a mix of my siren self and my mermaid self. And then I have my mermaid form, which I obviously primarily use when I'm underwater. I have my siren form, which I primarily use when I want to fly. And then my true form, I don't really like it that much, so I don't use it as often. But if it's like I'm feeling I do need to revert to it. It's more of a, typically when I take the form, I have to do it because it's necessary rather than because I want to. However, then I have my humanoid form. I still have features from my true form show up. I can exert more energy in order to be able to mask them better, but I don't really see the point in pushing myself when I'm surrounded by other mythical beings. So I'm just like, well, I'm here now. Do you pluck a feather if you need to write? No, it hurts. The only... Actually, never mind. No, they are not edible. How many scales do you have? Please, the most exact number possible. I've never counted them. I will get back to you on that, I suppose. We have to do something. She's too OP. Land, sea, and sky. What's next? Space. Well, theoretically, I might be able to breathe in space. I have both gills and lungs that can adjust to high altitudes. Because obviously, because like, oh, I am fortunately part fish and part bird. If I'm going to be as crass with it as you guys are, but yeah, I have the ability to breathe in different atmospheres. So, again, theoretically, I could adjust my breathing to breathe in space. But then again, I do still need oxygen, so maybe that's not the best way to put it. I probably will never, nor do I actually want to test it out. As long as she ain't a Mary Sue. I literally designed myself to be as lovely as I wanted. You really think I'm not a Mary Sue? Look me in the eyes and tell me you didn't think I'd make myself a Mary Sue. Listen, I know there's no air in space, but I can limit my breathing long enough. So I could be there, like, for 5 seconds, probably, I don't know. But I mean, if you had... I've never really tested the full extent of my abilities. Obviously I can swim and I can fly fairly high, but other than that, I've never really bothered to test things out. I've never had a need to use my voice for much, other than obviously content on the channel. But, yeah. Maybe one day I can test things out. Who knows? Mary Sue's to get bullied though for being too bully or some shit. I've never been bullied. I was accepted quite easily on the island, so... But then again, that's because everybody was. I don't think there's a single person here on this island that has a bad bone in their body, except for maybe that one bitch, but you know. We don't need to worry about her. They need conflict. My conflict is that my twin sister is dead. Is that good enough conflict? Well, I guess not dead. She's like... Well, I presume her dead, but everybody else on the island tells me to have some hope. But, you know, it's like... I don't know. I'd like it if she was alive, but... Well, it's one of those things, you know. You need to lose at least 2 more family members. When's the rematch between you and Zeus? I don't know. He's gonna have to send me a date for that, but then at the same time, if I tell him to send me a date for that, he's going to assume I mean a literal date, and I don't want him thinking that. No offense, Mr. King of the Gods, but I'm good. Also, losing family members is such a stock backstory. Well, I'm so sorry that my backstory isn't as thrilling for you as you would hope. Then along came Zeus, that didn't go well. And then along came Zeus, he hurled his thunderbolt. Sorry. I have 2 mothers. Because sirens and mermaids are all female races, or well, the traditional ones are. As I've said before, human belief is what shapes the legend and mythical worlds. So there are probably mermen out there, I just have never met any. Yes, my Sorry. Scratchy throat, I didn't bring a drink. Well, my siren mother was... She was, quite... She always agreed with my other mother. She, yeah. And then my mother was a little more... She was just the person with the pants on in the relationship, I suppose, most of the time. But I'm going to have to refrain from saying anything else because I have just realized I am accidentally giving away information when that is going to be a reward on the streamathon thing. There will be, just so people are aware, I've decided that for some of these will be on the higher end. We will be having ASMR lore interviews with my lore characters. With myself, with Kumo, with Chuta, Shisei, and 2 other individuals that you have not been introduced to yet. Oh, well. One of them you have been, but... You haven't really had the chance to learn too much about her yet, and the other one, only one person knows about in this chat, so... I love how this is slowly turned into a lore stream. Well, I am going to have to park the brakes on that, I'm afraid. Not making us pay for DLC. What are you playing with in that? Pocket change? if you mean paying, I'm paying with chains. So we have to jump start KB. Is it KB? It might be KB. So yeah, there are 6 lore interviews, which the higher up they get is, I believe I said last stream, is the 2 quote-unquote unknowns will be the last ones because they are some of the more important ones in the lore. Myself I put first because obviously you talk to me quite often. Second is Kumo, so you can learn a bit more about... These are meant to be more character-specific ones than overall story. Ooh, sugar nuggets. Then it's my evil twin, Kevin Bacon, who knows? That's for chains, alright, mind if I borrow some? Sure, go on. You're clearly playing with something I can hear. Oh, playing with... Yeah, it's my chains. My chains I have for you guys. I can play with something else if you want. I have a wrapper. I'm just trying to do more ASMR things in the background. I ain't getting in no chains. But you don't have to, I'm just messing about with them today. It's not a... Darling, you're only going to pick me, right? You love only me, right? You'll get in my chains because you love me so much, right? It's not that kind of stream, it's just a chill one, but you have no lat, you good. No, please continue, you're totally not lore slips. And you can enjoy the lore at the time. And by the way, the lore interview ASMRs will strictly be canon lore. We have the canon lore, which is the KCC, the NFDF, we have all of that. However, what I will be focusing on in the interviews and the characters will specifically be the ones in, will specifically be solely in the canon universe. So if you do ask things like, oh, what do you think of the NFDF or the KCC? Maybe I'll do a little bit at the end for the canon, but the majority of the live stream, they will be saying like, oh, it will be specifically about their laws. Are you ever going to make ASMR backstory videos for your character? See, the thing is, obviously we're talking about the lore now, and we're mentioning Nephili, we're mentioning Chuta, Shisei, Kumo, and obviously my parents. However, unfortunately, it's, well, I've decided to do something potentially stupid, and there will be separate lore for both myself as the streamer and for myself as the ASMRist. So, true original lore Natalia is going to be stream Natalia, but I suppose AU lore, canon AU lore, will be the ASMR lore. So, and that's because I wanted to give lore to each of the different characters that I play. Obviously, we have Nyx the Knight Natalia. We have, what was it? 1 second. There are two characters whose names are very similar, and I've forgotten which one I've revealed. But the long and short of it is there are missing lore. Yes. Yeah, Natasha and Natasha, the noble Natalia. Each of them have their own lore. Trust me, I still haven't forgotten this idea. Someone make a Google Doc. What do you mean Kuma being a 37th dimensional being is canon? you know, I mean, I'd love him to be canon, but I would need your express permission to be able to actually put him in any of the lore into the Navs. Do you see hosts lore? I think he's trying to tie you, or rather another version of you, to him. I'm terrified of what that means. I am genuinely terrified of what you're trying to imply there. What does that mean? He's trying to, like, physically tie, spiritually tie, like, just, you're just saying in general he's trying to connect the lores between the characters? How you know has a chance to be real, GG. I mean, if you're alright with it, yeah. At this point, host might just be on Zeus on a hate arc. I think he's making a backstory that involves you. Oh, well, I'll be interested to see it. I've seen if DF will always be fanon, but we have a Kumo-themed battleship now. I cannot wait to see that. Well, see it in action. I'm assuming you have plans for it. And I need dopamine, please sing. Give me a song. Give me just... I've got Disney on the brain now because we were talking about Twisted Wonderland. Give me a Twisted... I mean, you could ask me to sing a Twisted Wonderland song as well and I'd sing it, but give me a Twisted Wonderland or Disney song and I'll sing it. Or just maybe a musical song as well. I'll sing a short excerpt. Can Natalia film with the KCC roll in with their frankly absurd budget? Just the two of us. I don't know that song, unfortunately. Make a man out of you. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? You'll go 100 miles an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm again, you're found making ass. Pulverize this park with my Bergen truck. It seems you're out of luck. Truck! Sorry. I can't do the really, like, the long truck thing. It's why I ended up laughing when I was doing it during recording, and why I ended up choosing that take for the final product. Because I just, every time I listen to myself try to do it seriously, I just could not. I was like, this is awful. But I'll get up the lyrics for Make a Man Out of You, and I'll sing the chorus. I'll take a rain check on just the two of us. I don't really know that song that well, unfortunately. Be a man, you must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. You will lose. That's a threat. It's a bit of a threat there. You will learn. Anybody else got any song requests? I'm happy to oblige. That made it better, to be honest. Made my money well spent. And you too can commission me for a sing along or song cover something. I don't know. For a meme by going to my commissions list and contacting me today. I know KB has a song request. What is that? Oh, so I've been working on a story about a monster apartment complex, and ironically I have a girl who's a siren pop idol. Oh, that's cool, Zero. That's so cool. Sing the poke rap? What's the poke rap? I do. Tell me. KB, tell me. I don't actually know it. I was a Bakugan kid, not a Pokemon kid, okay? Why don't you tell me? Do you want to carry the flame? What is this so intense? Why is this so intense? You know what the poke rap is? No, I know there's the One Piece rap, but I've never heard the poke rap. Crazy. Shh. Yeah, she just started on the poke rap. No, I don't want to. Someone tell me KB's song request. If I know it, I'll fulfill it. I'm sending you that on Discord ASAP. Okay, I'll listen to it, I suppose, after stream. Nostalgia is sending me the rap, don't worry. Someone else tell me what KP's request is, please. I need it now. Sorry. I am a little tired. Sorry. I shouldn't be this tired. I have not. Well, I mean, I have been. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I've not been sleeping, but I meant to say I have been sleeping. And that is all of most of stuff, probably. For the sake of TOS, you can't sing KB's song on here any. Are we young? I'm so old. I remember watching it as a kid. Everybody here is old. You're all old. Wow, look at all these oldies. Old oldies in my chat. Look at all these unks. Someone send me the link to his song. Someone send me the link. I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me see the name. Where is it? Where is it? Gimme. Give me. Stream right now. I will end stream so fast you will not be able to take it. I'll send it. Thank you, KB. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not singing that. I am definitely not singing that. I'm not even gonna say what that song is. You're all gonna have to wait in misery. If you wanna know, ask KB. It's fishy grammar, I know. Well, I hope she returns to her water so she doesn't have to deal with the harassment. Nobody, you cannot ask him in chat. No one reply in chat. You can only ask him over the server. Okay? Okay. Glad we're all in agreement. Okay. Okay, good to know. Anywho, any other song requests that are serious and not going to get me on a political hit list? I do know friends on the other side. I will have to look up the lyrics because it's been a while since I sung it, but it was one of my favorites at the time. One second. I'm gonna start it from like the third, like whatever it is. Sit down at my table, put your minds at ease. If you relax, it will enable me to do anything I please. I can read your future, I can change it around some too. I'll look deep into your heart and soul. You do have a soul, don't you, Lawrence? Make your wildest dreams come true. I got voodoo, I got hoodoo, I got things I ain't even tried. And I got friends on the other side. E. I don't know how much most of it I can sing without it coming out weird, but so yeah, there you go. What song? Mr. Blue Sky? Thank you! Like I said, it used to be well, it's still one of my favorites, but it's, what's the word? It, what's the word? It is one of my favorites. It was one I sung quite a bit when I had like a phase. I had a phase of singing it continuously, so I kind of got a few bits down ponk pat. Jesus Christ. I got a few bits down ponk. Encore, fine, I'll sing some more of it. The cards will tell the past, the present, and the future as well. The cards, just take 3. Take a little trip into your future with me. Now you, young man, are from across the sea. You come from 2 long lines of royalty. I'm a royal myself on my mother's side. Your lifestyle's high, but your funds are low. Sorry. You need to marry a little honey whose daddy got dough. Mom and Dad cut you off, playboy? Now y'all gotta get hitched, but hitching ties you down. You just want to be free, hop from place to place. But freedom takes green. It's the green you need. When I look into your future, it's the green that I see. Oh, you little man, I don't wanna waste much time. You've been pushed around all your life. You've been pushed around by your mother and your sister and your brother. And if you were married, you'd be pushed around by your wife. But in your future, the you I see is exactly the man you always wanted to be. There you go. God, that low note was awful. I'm so sorry. Okay, gotta read it and gotta get back in the ASMR voice. Thank you. Let it be. I'm sorry, I don't know much about the Beatles. I will admit it was pretty good. Why, thank you. Insert clapping. Thank you, Zero. British, how much don't you know about the Beatles? I've never been a fan of the Beatles, really. Like, I know they exist, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna send it, guys. Sorry, gonna keep you curious. You know what? Fair enough. I do not blame you. Because it's funny. Oh, KB, you little tease. Hmm. Something crazy for you. Nuh-uh. You want me to stop? You gotta make me. Wait, where's my chains gone? There it is. I'm gonna grab that one. Please, no chains. Unfortunately, the chains exist. And they're gonna stay around for a while. I can't see them, so they don't exist. We can't see it. Does that not exist either then? Crazy Nut is amazing. Well, you know what they say. I have no idea what they say, but they say something about crazy. Oh, ooh, hi, host. How you doing, dude? Hi. How you doing? We doing good? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hee hee hee. Hi. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Hi. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a room full of rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Sorry. I'm not nervous. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Nervous? Who's nervous? When's anyone ever been nervous? What? What's nervous? I've never heard that word before in my life. What? Greetings, salutation. Why don't you just go focus on saying hello to everybody? You know what? Don't worry about me and my not nervousness. Why don't you just yeah. Casey wants crazy room, crazy with crazy. Oh, you like? Glad you like a bit of the acapella karaoke. So glad you enjoy that, host. Wow, yay, amazing. Ha 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 ha. Great, wonderful. Oh, crab nuggets. Yeah, so thank you for the compliments. Yeah, basement. I was basement once, and let me in a basement. The basement maybe basement. Basement. I was basement once. And my nose. Sorry. Hello, basement department. Hello, basement. You're gonna making me tired now too. Sorry, Thread. I mean, if you chain me up to something and I can be spared for my job, they have me working every day because for 2 and 3 of those days I'm working 30 or 4 p.m. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zero. You know what? Sure, I'll chain you up so you don't have to go to work. There you go. And that is you being chained up. I don't have a key for the chains. Sorry, I don't have any locking noises on my sound effects or on my laptop because that's where I do my ASMR. I don't do it on my PC. It doesn't help that I just celebrated early Thanksgiving a lot, so now I'm doubly tired. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving's a thing, isn't it? We don't have that in the UK. What's it like? Thanksgiving is nice. We get together as a family, eat, bond, and eat a lot. Okay, but what about the drama? I hear there's a bit of drama going on with some scandalous family affairs. Is that just very rare cases, or you know? Sorry. I should be crying. I'm sorry. depends on the family. Ah, damn. I had good family this year. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you did, Red Hat. Yeah, we got told. Oh, that's sweet. That's good. I'm glad you got told your niece. That sounds really nice. Unk. Of course, of course. Always gotta get in with the unk by the end. She's scared of your glow. Oh no. Oh, poor little baby. Oh, gotta go now. Happy rest of the stream and happy singing. We'll be ending in about 5 minutes anyway once he reached the 2-hour mark, so I would have liked to go over a little bit, but because I ended up starting late, yeah. My chat and hug. I have so many nieces and nephews. Oh wow, crazy. Oh, sorry, my back is like killing me. I'm trying to like stretch it right now, but oh god. Oh. Oh, I used to have like a back stretcher, but it was really shit. I threw it out. Oh, I need someone to crank my back so badly. You gotta get rid. What's that mean? When did Natalia add memberships actually? Because I have one for every month so far. I don't know. 1 second. I added them a bit ago, and I meant to add a new tier for recently, but content detection, earn memberships. The hell? Let's see. Let me see. Yearly. If I type in yearly, then it should come up. Oh, that's a different thing. Great. Monthly. I seem to have opened them in August. So, but that doesn't seem right, does it? Yeah, I didn't do them in 2024, 2025. Oh no, I opened them in April. Never mind. Yes, they've been around since April. Thanksgiving isn't the same as it used to be for me, but it's still a good time. I'm glad. Celebrations should be fun and happy and, or at least very least, enjoyable in some way. For more payments, and I've had a year of memberships. You've had a year? How have you had a year of memberships? It's on. What? Have you just paid that far in advance? I mean, good. Thank you very much if you have, but like that's crazy. Thanksgiving is the only holiday I don't think there's ever been a family argument on. There are arguments in my family around. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to have such a drama-free family, I suppose. Just 4 more months, I mean. Oh, okay. Then yeah. I get it. No, are you sick? I hope not. I haven't brought up a drink, so I think because I've just been solidly talking, it might be the reason, but at the same time, I have been coughing a lot recently, so if I am, but, you know, hopefully not. Thanksgiving is usually when the drama gets left at the door in my family. Oh, that's nice. Crazy guy, I think you should get a drink. Stream will be over in literally less than a minute, so, you know, maybe I will. Where are they? What's been happening with schedules? Where have they been? They've been in hell. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Well, I know what I'm doing stream-wise next week, which I need to sort out, but it's just the ASMR that I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing with. I'm just posting them faster than you, it's fun. Active shush your mouth. If I'm gonna get sick, I hope it's after tomorrow, because I think I'm getting sick. I've been having a headache, nasty cough, and other shit. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Star Joe. Live. I give you healthy vibes. Live. 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 But I'm afraid with those good vibes, we have reached the 2-hour mark, so I will be signing off for today. If we should have a drinking stream. I did stream sort of drunk once. I've been drinking earlier in the day, so I was a little more giddy than usual, but I didn't actually, wasn't actually like drunk. I can, I've never like gotten fully drunk before. I've gotten like severely tipsy, but I've never been like drunk. I don't think. Like there was one time that in one sitting I drank like, well, it was 4 drinks, but it was doubles with each, so I drank like 8 shots of Gordon's gin in a lemonade mixer. So that was like, and they were all like, I think the one that I had was like 37.5%. And like I felt nauseous, but I couldn't actually throw up, and by the time I got home, I collapsed and I slept for like an hour. Then I woke up and I was miffed because all my roommates had eaten dinner without me, and there was a really we'd bought a bunch of like you know, like pizzas, like mini sausage rolls, microwavable like chicken nuggets and stuff. Just a bunch of like small party food items basically, because none of us wanted to cook that day. And that I came down and there was like 1 slice of pizza and like a couple pieces of like sausage roll left, and I was like, I wanted chicken nuggets. Why didn't you wake me up when you started eating? I wanted chicken nuggets. Yeah. Oh, so now it's been due to post some hours. Next time I cosplay, I'm gonna be doing a Hasbro Hotel cosplay. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing it, Zero. Extra stream, but every time Nat pauses, she takes a shot. No, don't do that to me. I will literally, my liver will literally die on stream. I got so drunk I pinballed down the hallway, then slammed my head into the wall, accidentally falling into bed. Well, at least you had a soft landing. Even if the way there was a bit interesting. Natalia, I mean, I can feed you ideas my writer's brain summons to me. I will... I mean, I'll take it. I will listen to any idea you have, dude. Your brain works in wondrous ways, and I wish to hear it all. But, yeah, for now, I'm gonna sign off because it is late my time. And we have done our minimum 2-hour allotment, so I shall remain undrinking and unzooted forevermore. Yeah, I am unzooted. I've drank, but that's just because British culture. You can't, fortunately, you can't really survive in Britain without drinking when social events occur, which is like, eh. But other than that, I haven't done anything else. But yeah, I will. If you want me to get cancelled for like 5 times over, sure, I'll sing the song you sent. But I actually stopped drinking much because I lost the taste, so that's fair. But yeah, sorry, I'm gonna just cut the you're British. No, I'm Australian. But yeah, cutting the line here. Thank you guys all so much for watching, tuning into my ASMR rambling stream tonight, even if we didn't know it was gonna be an ASMR rambling stream, kind of. But, for now, I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are, and I will see you next week with either the ASMR or the Twisted Around the Lamb reaction, because that's the only stuff I know is happening. Alright, bye bye. Bye bye. Mwah. Also, yes, the anniversary is next week. It's on the Sunday. Yeah, it's on the 30th. Yay! Woo! Anniversary! I will announce the anniversary streamathon, donathon things later. Yep. Woo! Bye!